We now go to PressCorps Colonial Correspondent Mari Sharp, live out in the field.
Hey, sir, come with me. I need you.
Oh, hello, yes. Good morning, afternoon, or evening. As Jeffrey would say.
Hello.
But, yes, a lot of correspondence.
You better record what genocide is happening on the front, man. We're being slaughtered.
Is it
There's
really
war
genocide if
crimes.
you're shooting back?
Nah, shooting back? Well, we're barely shooting back, alright? That's what
Isn't that your fault as a standing army?
It's not, actually. It is not.
I'm just
Not when
saying,
you're
if
outnumbered.
it's genocide if it's an innocent civilian population, but when you're wearing
Oh,
uniforms,
I'm innocent. I'm innocent. I don't deserve to die.
you have a pistol and you're going towards the front line in a
No,
uniform.
I don't. No, I don't. I'm just trying to make friends. I'm just trying to, you know, like, get band-aids to revive some people.
You should probably
I'm a
drop the
neutral
pistol
player.
then. Seppuku, Second
I
Warrant
did.
Officer
I
Seppuku.
did.
With the 45th.
I did.
Okay. After I told you to, but alright.
I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Get some war crimes.
War crimes are... Medic, over here. Medic, over here.
You're just joining us. I'm
Well, we
PressCorps
are here.
Colonial Correspondent Mari Sharp, and we are
Thank
here
you.
live.
I'm doing another trench.
It's day 31, 16:30 hours, and we are just northeast of the Spitrocks, here at the front line, where colonial forces are attempting to have recaptured the town from the Wardens, and are pushing the offensive further north towards Maiden's Vale. But the Wardens are treating them in kind, meeting them here in a pitched battle in
Hey,
the
do not go on the
passageway.
left side of the trench. It's a hellhole. You're gonna get murdered.
You talking to me?
I've talked to everyone who's around me. Just
Gotcha.
don't go that hole there. on the
Officer
left.
Cadet Days Candles, you're live on the air here on Twitch Radio Services. Tell me, how long have you been digging trenches out here?
Well, you see, Sharp, I've been digging trench since the start of the war, or before the start of the war. I am with a few groups. I'm doing one with Grumpy's Jimmy over here. We are the last one digging trenches. We're the combat engineers, and we do our job perfectly and steadily.
All right. And what a piece of advice would you have in terms of battlefield frontline trench work?
The only thing I would give is basically just to don't get your head shot. If you're moving through a trench, just keep your head low. And if you see engineers or anyone who's walking your way as a soldier on the field, an infantry, please respect them and keep them like just protect them, you know, in general, and you know, watch out for them a lot. And,
Huh.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, keep your head low. That's a understated piece of advice, but all right, I'll take it.
Yeah.
There's more gas.
Well, thank you very much. Good luck to you out there.
All right. Man, what an idiot.
Grenade. That's no good. I need a medic over here.
CNN.
Alright, shot by enemy.
You see your net.
Enemy front off. Enemy
There's no enemy.
front off.
Shut.
Enemy in S.
CBS News Channel. What?
Oh shit, man, fuck it.
I can't build them here.
I need a medic.
I'm sorry, J-Star. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
Wardens fighting down south, or rather, I should say, fighting southward. They're using green ash extensively. Sizable number of colonials here in this sector, about 10 or so,
Boo-boo over here.
more or less.
Back up, back up.
Oh, that guy's
We have the
boo-boo guy. A
engineers
little bit
coming
too big.
through. Yeah, I need to build some I need to build some shit. Can you guys back up a little bit?
Oh, also, guys,
Thank
try
you.
not to die, alright? Because other freaking spawn glitch is happening again. So if you die, then you're gonna suffer even more.
Spawn glitch, my dude.
Colonial reinforcements now arriving, but frags are still abound. Warden field machine gun up the road.
I'm bleeding. Oh,
Can you move a bit so I can build something?
You want me to kiss this? Yeah, please.
Colonial's desperately trying to find cover here in the trench networks outside of the Spitrocks.
Don't fly, boy. You gotta make it up.
Are we this spot?
And very effective use of frag grenades here at the Spitrocks from the Wardens. Colonials refusing to space out.
What is this
A
mess?
very rapid advance. This
We
is a
just built
very
that a few
effective
minutes ago.
assault using ordnance coupled with fast movement.
It's like I'm in the Grand National.
Definitely coordinated, or at least very lucky timing, very lucky rhythm here for the Wardens.
Bunker. I need you to cover me here.
About 1,800 hours here as night begins to fall.
Can I heal myself? Heal me.
I can't. I'm busy building a bunker. Would you be quiet over there? I'm trying to build a bunker.
Medic, please.
Oh, what the hell?
Where they at? Give me a gun.
Officer Cadet Thor, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, you're live on the air here on Twitch radio services. I'm with the PressCorps. My name's Mari Sharp. Tell me, what do you see there through your sniper scope up the road?
An FMG. Nothing else.
Oh, no infantry?
Can't see anything in the dark, honestly. It's a bit,
Oh, okay.
I killed
How about the
FMG.
tracers? How about the tracers?
I'm a Keith or something.
About 20 plus Wardens coming down that road.
Oh boy, I didn't get out of here.
I see the people in the trenches running around. What is this? Sometimes.
Colonials do not appear to be holding very strong. Morale is fragile, it
This is
seems.
lost. We need to reposition.
Oh my god.
Mary Sharp must stay inside safely. Mary Sharp needs to be inside a trench. It's dangerous outside. Yo, can you guys help me build this here? Mary Sharp
We're out
must
of
stay
clothing. Nobody did the laundry. We got no reinforcements. We're fucked.
Fucking hell.
And a call out for a lack of supplies.
Nobody did the laundry.
No one did the laundry.
Nobody did the laundry, so now we have no reinforcements.
Yo, someone get a shovel and help me build this.
I only have a hammer. I'm sorry.
Here, come here. Hurry, help me.
Colonials are gonna have to do something here soon.
Yeah, dig it.
20 plus Wardens coming down the road, heading straight for the Spitrocks. There are several choke points the Collies can make use of
Okay, let's
if
not go
they're smart
there.
enough to actually use it.
Oh,
But they have to be very careful not to bunch
Trench
up.
warfare is real, boy.
I mean, I don't have a change
Oh,
of
we
clothes
kicked
anymore.
in. Just keep the shovel and just build trenches when you can.
All right.
Should be noted that these are the first 31 days.
The poop
No,
is
no,
out of the way,
Shouldn't
buddy.
you be somewhere behind a line, safe?
We flirt with danger all the time here at the PressCorps. We're-
Yeah, he's you know, getting the close look at the front, you know.
What the fuck are you guys doing?
You're
We're
getting the
being
first impressions,
pushed.
huh?
So we're having
No,
no
really
right here.
No,
They came to me. They came to me here.
No. I'm an engineer. I have a good
Hey, Mari, would you mind interviewing me for the press corps?
Sure. You know what, Lieutenant Juno here of the Locks Regiment. What's the full name there?
Yeah, the full name is the Legion of Zephos. We are a clan mostly focused on armored combat.
Go back, boys.
You know, with the
There's no
mechanical.
laundry left.
Yeah, beautiful Zephos blesses us with her soul, and we love her very much. Any more questions?
Yeah, so, you know, you said you're mostly an armored regiment, but during times before the heavy armor is deployed, what does Locks do in the meantime?
Locks really mainly does trench raiding as of, yeah, you know, with the new technology increases, putting wood in the ground and whatnot. I think the Locks Regiment is really focused now on trench raiding, perhaps a little bit of logistics here and there, but mostly the trench raiding part because we like, you know, clubbing people.
Hey, excuse me, Juno, Mary Sharp. I don't mean to interrupt you, but can you please move the defensive bunker where it's safe?
Oh, well, hold on. If you're talking, just trying to keep me safe, that's quite all right.
Yeah, look, we rented out a laundry, we have no reinforcements coming, shit's kinda fucked.
Remember, the opposing faction can hear you. Everyone can hear you. Not just friendlies, but opponents as well.
Oh boy, I gotta get out of here. Move! Grenade! Get back!
Everybody get back, retreat, fall back.
Oh, there's a bad spot. Run!
And a chaotic situation. A very chaotic situation as Colonials are rapidly losing the position here at the Spitrocks. Let's go. Plenty of action here in the immediate area, but it does not seem the field machine gun being very, very effective here as a central point as the infantry push from the Wardens continues to barrel down Sadwood.
I'm not ready!
Hello, is this still... Check, hello? Yeah, so we had to fall back just for a moment, but we're going to get back into the fray. Had to quickly get out of there. The frags were... They were something else. My goodness. Hello, Lieutenant... Lance Corporal Whitey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, are you headed towards the Spitrocks?
Yeah, lost spawn.
I see. Well, you're live on the air on Twitch radio services, by the way. I'm with the PressCorps. My name's Mari Sharp. How much hope do you have of the Colonials holding the position there in the Spitrocks?
Not one step backward.
Now one step backwards. Not one step. All right. A hardy defense is desired, but at the same time, how do you plan on actually holding? Not one step backwards, but you want to be able to live through it, right?
Lots and lots of bullets.
Okay. Very straightforward, gentlemen. That's quite all right. But considering the Colonials do seem to be outnumbered and do not have something to counter that FMG, at least not that I was aware of, how do you plan on taking on the Wardens, specifically?
That's above my pay grade.
I see. So you just do the standing and the shooting.
Stand and shoot.
Okay.
Warm bread.
Well, good luck to you out there, sir.
You too.
It was Lance Corporal Whitey. If you're just joining us, it is day 31, 2100 hours here at the Spitrocks in MARBAN Hollow. And the Wardens are coming ever so closer towards the town. Truthfully, I'm not quite sure how long the Colonials will last, provided there aren't immediate reinforcements or some sort of rally.
That's how I got free. I know.
It should be noted that when I say...
just like you were. You can do it.
That when I say town of Spitrocks, I mean the relic base that's in the center of the sector, that comprises the sector.
Top guy, everybody just keep moving. Keep moving.
Yes. See.
You can get this set. Come on. Keep moving.
Free yourselves from this.
Oh my god, I'm stuck. These relic bases are shit.
Sweet.
You can do it.
Suck these relic bases.
Now, one thing that's making it very difficult to maneuver is the amount of barbed wire on these trenches. A lot of these trenches have barbed wire, and I'm not sure if... Well, first of all, let me say, I'm not sure who actually built these specific structures. Remember, they're not tied to any specific faction, so anyone at any time can expand any trench network that's laid down. However, if the Colonials had put down a lot of these structures, and built them up to have barbed wire, they may not have been forward thinking to anticipate some sort of escape route, kind of box themselves in with the barbed wire. The Wardens now, south of the Spitrocks relic base, they are attempting to gain a good flank, envelop the area. And the Collies don't seem to have any discernible plan or asset or the numbers to actually break the offensive or counter it. Automated defenses firing back. Wardens will incur a little bit of casualties, some casualties, but honestly, for the most part, this attack very successful. I should note that the attack succeeded not simply because of the manpower. It's very easy to mistake it for a numbers-only game, but should be noted that the attacking force not only had the numbers, but combined their numbers with coordinated frag grenade and gas grenade assaults. Coordinated volleys. They were able to actually group up, time it just right so that they could continuously lurch and creep the volleys of grenades forward. At least that's what I saw on the receiving end of a lot of those things. And I think it's safe to say that the Collies will attempt a last stand. Plenty more still in the sector trying to hold out, but depending on how much ordnance the Wardens brought with them, I don't think they'll be able to last very long. Again, not until there is a sizable relief force.
Remember to move. As soon as you spawn, move. Or you will once again be part of a clump.
Alright, push him up. Bridge, my body.
How did I die?
Some sticky grenades here being applied to the relic base. Relic base currently at about 80% health.
Push him out.
Collies are grouped up. They're using the relic base as a firing port, multiple firing ports. I believe each relic base has up to four firing ports in which to safely shoot out of, as well as a extensive trench network. So the frags for the Warden frag grenades are going to be less effective here.
Only pain and agony in there.
Oh my god.
No. It hurts. It hurts so much.
I'm so sorry, my friend.
At least there's shirts.
Collies now down to using the physical relic base as a piece of cover.
Yeah, there is.
And indeed, they have to watch the flanks. Wardens are trying to move clockwise and counterclockwise, trying to pincer and envelop the relic base here at Spitrocks.
Move right after spawn. Move, spawn, then move. Spawn, then move.
Officer Cadet Fan 405, the TOW, can you hear me?
Yes.
We're live on the air here on Twitch radio services. How do you plan on breaking this Warden attack?
Okay,
I'm not sure. There's some weirdness happening. We keep getting all clumped together at spawn.
Why are you not helping us, Maui? Sure.
Unescapable tangled flesh. It's horrible. Weird.
I see. Okay. How do you mean help? That's not my job.
Shoot back. Grab the gun and shoot him back.
I am a member of the press. I am bound to not be. I'm a non-combatant.
Tell the Wardens we surrender. Tell the Wardens we surrender.
You can tell them that. You can tell them that.
No, you'll be sound. Just go in there unarmed and tell them you're the press. You'll be sound, man.
Are you actually brokering a surrender right now?
Bandages and medical
I
gear
mean,
and bullets. We're
Can't you just
very
leave?
low on bullets.
obstruction.
Can't you just leave if you want to broker a surrender?
It's more of a distraction, to be honest. We're a bit fucked.
Okay, well I consciously can't take part of that, so you're gonna have to come up with something else there. Seems some supplies arriving as
I
well.
need bandages.
Oh,
Officer Cadet Maison bringing forward some supplies. I will not reveal what supplies, so I'm going to move away just for a moment. But wardens do appear to have let up, if only for a moment, but make no mistake about it, plenty more of them still out there northeast of the Spitrocks. A vicious assault, a rapid attack from the wardens, barreling southward, originating from Maiden's Vale, punching through several hundred meters of defense line through several, and breaking through, rapidly breaking through several choke points as well. The Collies, the attack happening so rapidly, they were unable to get their bearings and use the choke points as actual good defensive emplacements. The wardens let up just ever so slightly. Colonials attempted to fight back, kind of skirmish their way, poke the
Nice.
poke the bear just a little bit.
I need a medic.
Over here.
I need a medic. Medic.
Get to bed.
Medic.
Over, back by the trench.
Get back here, boy.
A lot of SMGs firing. That's the SMG at work.
Hey, Mari Sharp, what do you say we finish that interview? What do you say?
I'm not sure where it left off.
I think it was somewhere like, good morning.
Don't respawn, don't respawn.
So you've just been on the Lieutenant Juno of the Locks outfit. You've just been on the receiving end of a very rapid assault.
Mary Sharp, hello.
Wardens launching grenades and volleys and quickly coming forward using a FMG as a center point. How do you plan on countering that?
Well, as you can see, we have our boys in green. We have many privates and many sergeants that are working very hard
inside the base.
Put it inside. Hurry. Unpack it. Grenades, gas grenades, which are not banned by the Sunhaven Accords, I can tell you that. We are doing our very best, using our very accurate rifles, our very good tactical skills. I cannot give you all the information because that is classified, and we do not wish that to get into enemy hands, but I will tell you we have very good storm enemy trenches and take them out. We're refining our skills ever since the first implementation of trenches on the Double ramp. It's been really paying off. We have very unique style of defense in depth. The Wardens don't understand this, so they, when they pushed across the bridge, they found it very difficult to actually push. They tried to move too fast. We were able to take them out.
I think it's somewhere safe.
If that made any sense.
I think it did.
See you next.
I think you're saying they're moving so fast that you might try to find a weak point.
Exactly.
Okay. Risky endeavor for both of you.
Newbies out there is to go around.
Mary Sharp, I advise you to stay inside safe.
Okay.
Because right out here it's being a massacre outside. I say you should stay inside.
Well, Mark Sharp, I'm going to tell you I'm going to be heading out to the front now to lead our boys in battle. Have a nice day.
Yeah, good luck to you.
From the PressCorps.
I need people to push from the other side. I need
For
people
sure.
to come with me. Can someone come with me? Can someone come with me to the other side? Hello? I don't want to go alone to the other side. Follow me.
Shut the fuck up.
Colonial engineers now arriving. There have been several engineers attempting to bolster defenses, but there simply weren't enough in the face of such a large Warden attack. However, more have arrived with more shovels and a few with hammers and basic materials as well. They're attempting to lock down the area, or rather fill the holes, fill the gaps with foxholes now, automated foxholes.
Just spam crouch and drone, spam.
Collies now pushing eastward as well, east of the relic base. Got Wardens in the trench systems there, real nearby, just across the street from the relic base.
You got me?
Thanks.
No, don't.
Colonial engineer takes a beating, gets shot up while finishing this foxhole.
Oh, fuck.
The foxhole is operational, so not in vain. Still, about 25 plus Wardens in the sector, attempting to break the Spitrocks, the colonial presence here in the Spitrocks. Collies are holding out and launching small counter-offensive operations where they can, but it's hardly anything decisive. Looking among the colonial troops here, plenty of enlisted, not much in the way of high-ranking individuals. Although honestly, here in the new age of trenches, hardly anyone has had time to adjust to these new tactics and strategies. So, in terms of trying to figure out how to best utilize these movements, this new geographic landscape, really, we'll have to find out.
Body to the field hospital, which we do not have.
Oh, I didn't mean to even pick it up, man. I was in a menu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can drop them just by using any other weapon or going into your inventory and pressing Alt-click on the body that's in your top right corner. Hey, could you move out the doorway?
I don't have a shovel, but I do have no fucks.
There's one take back to the beat up.
Don't move, fly boys. Just stay where you are.
Fuck you.
Colonial is also swelling to about 20 plus defenders. So it's a real meat grinder for both sides.
I'm working on something.
You're gonna be okay.
If you're just joining us, we are live here from the Spitrocks, MARBAN Hollow. It's day 32, 0300 hours. Visibility is about as far as 30 meters by my estimate.
Dude, I need you out of the way.
For the past several hours, Colonials have been in a retreat from about 100 to 150 meters northeast of where we are right now.
Oh, that's terrible.
And just a few meters in front of me, frags going off.
Medic, over here, medic.
Collies taking a lot of casualties.
I just logged in. Give me a second.
Although considering how much firepower they're outputting, I can only guess the Wardens are incurring plenty as well. Collies appear to be dedicating to a last stand here at the relic base. The relic base itself taking fire, although it does not seem to be falling anytime soon. I think it's in very good health. But bullets are landing on the relic base.
Hey, fan, what's up?
Just to illustrate just how close the Wardens are.
3, 2, 1.
Now, luckily for the Collies, whoever had built these trenches here, tier 2 trenches it seems, with barbed wire, they seem to have encircled most of the relic base. Now, there is a street nearby, so there will be one angle to directly approach the base.
Oh no.
I told you to move, this is why. Move, spawn in and move, spawn in and move, spawn in and move, come on. No. Oh, God.
Get out of the way. Oh boy.
Jeez Louise, that trench just outside the relic base quickly becoming corpse pot roast. Very gruesome description, my apologies, but it's actually quite accurate. Some Collies trying to find an angle in the large rock formation here at the plateau. Trying to widen the combat with just a little bit. Wardens, for their part, while it was a stunning assault from the road approaching the base, the Wardens have failed to envelop the base, and so far the only angle of attack here is from the northeast.
Oh, another shovel. Oh,
Wardens may be attempting to flank around, but there's nothing that we've observed yet. There are defenses out to the northwest.
I don't want to upgrade.
So if the Wardens try it, they may be successful or they may not be.
Shot. I'm good.
But for the most part, the Collies have, the defenders here have succeeded in keeping the Wardens, preventing them from going clockwise or counterclockwise around the base. Well, I should say they're still in progress of doing that. It's hardly decisive yet, as back and forth are still happening in the trench networks east.
And best friend.
East, directly east of the base.
The shovel.
I need to be very mindful of where I hide because there's barbed wire everywhere. A lot of these trenches, I should say, do have barbed wire.
Alright, I'm gonna get you out of here! Wait, just don't go to the hospital though. Hey, you got anything that you can do about this, man?
Hey guys, hey look guys, I'm at the very top.
I think I hear a field machine gun. Now, the Wardens did have a field machine gun earlier. I'm going to assume for now it's the same one. Corporal Vermin's son of the CRG, can you hear me? I think he's busy right now. That's okay. You can hear me, alright. What does CRG stand for? Remind me real quick. Is that Colonial Recon Group or Combat Recon Group? Colonial Recon Group, alright. Yeah, you're live on the air here on Twitch Radio Services, that's alright. But, how do you plan on clearing out the Wardens in the trench network east of here? Preventing, how are you going to stop them from trying to envelop you from the southeast? Gotcha, you're going to try and use frag grenades. Okay. Doing your best. Absolutely. No, I wasn't implying anything else. Good luck to you out there. And we'll see if I'll get to see you later. That was Corporal Vermin's son of the Colonial Recon Group. Collies making some headway eastward, if just a little bit. They've reclaimed some of the trench network. They have to be very careful that a rapid succession of frags doesn't immediately clear them out. In fact, I'm still shocked at the spacing of these defenders. They're still very bunched up. One bad frag.
Come on,
Let's go!
Guys, we need to push him back. Come on, let's go.
It's a meat grinder, but it's a meat grinder going in a general direction, and that is east.
Guys, come on.
Oh, retreat! Oh, Colonials, retreat! Colonials, retreat!
Fucking Jew.
An attempt at deception, but one that fails.
Yeah, right here. I don't have any ammo for my flashlight. I mean,
Colonial defenders now on the east side, decisively holding right now the trench networks east of the relic base. Trying to plug the holes here that the Wardens were attempting to exploit. Try to move clockwise around the position itself and to try to flank. But the Colonies sense this and have now retaken the position. So it seems now the Wardens are backed up to the choke point. We may be at a turning point depending on what happens here, on how hard either side pushes, as well as how well the supplies are kept up. The Colonials have had supplies incoming, a truck at a time. I don't know if that's enough. I don't think it is, considering just how many people are here. And the same can be said for the Wardens, just how many supplies they have, if they've actually been building up their attack route and holding it with outposts.
Multiple grenades.
But it is daybreak, 0600 hours here in day 32. We are live from the Spitrocks in MARBAN Hollow. Collies able to stabilize their situation, if only for a little while, and are attempting some small and slow counterattack maneuvers. Wardens may be hunkering down themselves, trying to cut their losses and just hold where they had their line. The fight's still ongoing. Don't let the lack of 5 SMGs firing at once deter you.
Wrong turn, partner!
Yeah, we've been advancing outside this front for a while now. Up in these trenches, boys. Yeah, on me, guys, on me.
Oh, fuck.
Is that a vehicle up there? In the north?
Oh, medic! Medic needs a medic.
I think that was a truck.
Hey, guys, I need infantry on me.
Medic needs a medic.
I need some infantry on me. I need infantry on me, guys. We're gonna advance up that hill.
Colonials now have enough confidence to try a concerted counterattack, incurring casualties, but it is something, a turn of events, a turnaround from earlier when it was nothing but retreat for the past 6 hours.
Thank you.
Still have to be mindful of their spacing, although it is possible the Wardens expended all of their grenades in the last attack.
It doesn't matter, just go. Just go. Everyone, infantry, push. Infantry, just go. Infantry, just go. Go. Putting pressure on the box here.
Infantry doesn't go in blindly.
Collies now climbing the rocks, taking to the rocks and trying to find that flank. The Wardens are sensing this, cutting a lot of them down before they can fully get their bearings and fire back. I think some got through, but I think even they got cut down beyond that. A noble effort, but one that costs a lot of lives right there.
Here. Oh, never mind.
Right here.
Thanks.
Alright.
I love you.
Yo, so gay.
I love you.
Ew.
Hey boys, dig.
Go. Everyone, advance north.
After we finish it, I think the three of us should increase the trench.
Go.
Another push, another colonial push forward, and the shooting begins again. Immediate contact and immediate losses incurred.
Advance.
We're gonna try it anyway.
Move on to the next one.
It's like a mustering line to your death.
Hey, Dragon, can you move up a little bit?
It's like a queue to the deli, except you're the meat. Oh my goodness! Frag goes off. That whole 10-meter stretch of choke point is now filled to the brim with blood flowing down the hill.
Charge, boys!
Charge!
Another charge, another attempt.
You're stupid.
No, you're stupid.
Who the fuck just sits in the middle of an opening?
I'm gonna guess at least 30 casualties in the last minute alone.
Holy crap, why did
This is
people
so
have
bad.
church
We're
there?
stuck.
Everyone,
God,
push north.
that was-
Push north.
Oh,
Push
I'm
north.
trying to, let me
Push
try to
north.
get the,
Ooh, but
guys
some
out.
breakthrough it seems.
Yep, right here.
Alright, thank you.
No problem. No more than 1 minute.
Yeah. Wait, what?
Hey, is Colonial, is that long for, like, Colin? Y'all, are y'all's names Collins? Collins?
Push! Push!
Collies not giving up.
Follow me. Come here.
Trenches need to be like
Good. I got.
keep going. Keep going.
If we push for our trenches, we can fix
All right, you good to go?
Yeah.
Why are the medics the only one pushing?
Did we push? How'd we push it?
Colonials slowly regaining the territory that they had lost before. They have broken through the rock formations, this natural choke point where a lot of bodies were lost.
Oh shit!
It seems the risk paid off, but as for how many lives were expended, I'm not quite sure. My guess has got to be in the hundreds in the last few hours.
Throwing gas, get ready to push.
Collies now taking up the mantle that the Wardens had dropped, which is to volley grenades and then push. A extremely simple tactic, but one that's harder to organize than you think.
Yep, we know.
A surprising turn of events as Colonials are now pushing up the road. Collies have to be very careful that they don't get outflanked from the northwest. Curiously enough, there is another choke point to the northwest of our current position, where the Wardens may have shifted to. We have to keep an eye on it.
Oh shit. Get in those trenches.
Alright, you gotta come in.
I got gas, let's go, boys! I got gas, let's throw some gas!
But then the Americans, what do we call them? Just engineers?
You get commended, Trulo.
I think.
What? I don't know.
Rudolph, get down here. Rudolph, come. Let's go. Everyone push. Push north.
Colonials now approaching
Go.
where I had arrived earlier, back at the high water mark of the colonial push. It's hard to tell if the Wardens were truly overrun and routed, or if they had simply decided to retreat, tactically retreat. But whichever way you look at it, the Collies here are energized, and it's been a turn of events.
BMAT's here.
Earlier, it seemed that the Colonials might lose the relic base at the Spitrocks, but for now, at least, here in day 32, the area remains somewhat secure.
How much do you have? I have 3 left, Sarge.
Get out of the trench. Get out of the trench. Get out of the trench.
Back up. Hurry, shut the fuck up. Medic.
Medic.
I need a medic, boy.
Medic.
Come here.
Don't come to me. Do not come to me.
Hey, watch out!
Hey, get up.
Do not go there.
You can take advantage of the hill on the right-hand side, guys.
Dude, I swear to grenades are running at you anyway. If you haven't grabbed yourself,
Push in there or sentry turrets, honestly.
hey guys, we're commenting on a little question.
Okay, I pop gas up there.
Colonial is continuing to push northeast. I'm not sure
Last one.
if they're actually attempting to hold the territory that they had lost. I'm seeing some engineers here building some automated foxholes, so they might actually be covering their tracks, but for the most part the group has continued to just push forward and push northeast. It may be their undoing if they refuse to learn their lesson from earlier. Although it should be noted that the Wardens, in their initial push towards the Spitrocks yesterday, that they had with them an field machine gun, an FMG, as their center point of the thrust.
Holy shit, we killed 3 of them with gas, boys.
Hello.
Yep, they're just ahead. Hey, push up this forward turn.
Colonial field machine gun arrives at the scene.
Hop over.
Collie FMG now thrusting forward. Collie infantry rallying around it, but he has to be careful. Second FMG arrives for the Collies.
Medic cam.
FMG operators have to be extremely careful here. They don't have a lot of room to maneuver as they are sandwiched between two trenches within close proximity. That's about a 3-meter width with which to maneuver around. One of them may be best served falling back and doubling back around the trench line so that they can widen their output here. But no, they're still paired up.
Shoot the trench. Sergeant, shoot.
There's a grenade. FMG operators take some hits. I think one of them might be bleeding.
Form up on me. I need some guys on me. Wait, fucking. I need some guys on me, guys. Shots and Faker. Shut the fuck up. We're pushing. Yo, brothers, we can easily flank that stuff and take out those trenches. I'm just saying, brother. I just got a couple guys who can easily take that. Alright, Hulk Hogan.
Here we go.
Hey, brother, can I got some guys on me, brother?
Oh, we have. Oh yeah, boys.
I got you guys. Let me
Pew
do
the
this.
fuck
I got some
out
guys
of
on me, guys. I just guys on me. Couple guys. That's all I need.
Yo, Ala, do you have any BMAS on you or something?
I just got here. For fuck's sake.
Oh, okay, he killed himself. Good enough.
Collie reinforcements still coming in the sector. Into the sector.
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, guys,
From the Spitrocks relic base.
Guys on me, boys. Just a couple guys on me. We can easily flank their trench. Can I get some guys on me? Couple guys on me?
No, we're busy. Leave us alone.
I'm you, Juno. Wait, who? Hey, what up? How you doing, Giddy?
I hear guys on the other side.
Yeah, that one bunker to our northeast is really holding us up. Oh, we haven't made a breakthrough over here. Okay, guys, head north.
Bad name!
Watch out.
Medic over here! Come here. Medic!
Get
Get out of the way!
Collies now trying to hold where they stand a few hundred meters, maybe just 100 meters, 150 meters northeast of the relic base at the Spitrocks.
You see,
incurring a lot of casualties. This is not a steady area. 2 FMGs threatening, facing northward. Good force multipliers to have, especially when there are when the road is funneled in due to the trenches, but they have to be very mindful of the flanks.
It's the front line right here, boys.
Yeah, sure is.
Get your gas, boys. Get your gas here. Get your free gas here. Everybody gas grenades. Who wants some gas? Get your gas here.
I love ass.
Bomb the enemy with gas grenades. Get your free gas here. Get your free gas.
I'll take the gas.
Throw it at the enemy. They'll fall back 1,000 miles. Everybody get your gas. Get your gas here.
Thanks for the gas.
Is it gone? I can't tell.
You have people. I suggest you turn around.
Everybody get your gas here. Get your gas in the truck.
I think the truck is disabled.
It is. Can someone fix that, please?
Okay, well, we're pushing now.
Well, regardless, the Colonials do have gas grenades now. With
Building trenches here.
2 FMGs still operational, attempting to push forward, and they have made some ground, just a half a dozen meters, but it is enough to get out of that small funnel that they were in. Collies reinforcing the trenches as they go along. Not a bad move.
I got you, Cable. Let's finish this up.
Medic! Medic! Thank you, sirs. Oh, Tyrion. Good, sir.
That's
God damn it.
Killed like 7 people with a gas grenade. Oh, Lord, help me, guys.
Frag grenade goes off just near that FMG, I think.
Thank you.
No, they're still operating. They're still alive.
Can you finish the bunker over there?
FMG is leading the charge here towards the Maiden's Vale. Collies are about a third of the way now to Maiden's Vale, recovering a lot of the territory, if not all the territory that they had lost to the Wardens from the initial push yesterday. If you're just joining us, it is day 32 here, 12:40 hours.
There was somebody worse.
And Marban's Hollow. And you know what, as the situation here stabilizes for the Colonials, who am I kidding, it's not very stable at all, but that
like
massive Warden charge, or rather I should say rapid Warden charge, was broken and turned around at the Relling base itself, the Colonial last stand seeming to pay off. So, I think with that, we will go back to the music for now. But, no, I think we will, yes. So I think we'll go to the music. Thank you for tuning in. This has been PressCorps Colonial Correspondent Mari Sharp. And we'll catch you around later. I think we'll... Oh, he's fine. All right.